Hello, today's video is on the topic Key Message in a Presentation. In this video, we will discuss what is a key message, why presenters need key messages, how to narrow down a key message, and later we will move on to tips for developing and delivering key messages. So what exactly is a key message? The key message usually refers to the main theme, the main idea, the main message of your presentation. In other words, it is the main idea that you want your audience to understand, remember, and act upon after the presentation is over. So, why do presenters need key messages? Well, the main reason for needing key messages is that it helps presenters stay on track and it helps presenters to avoid prioritizing irrelevant information. Let us assume you work in the marketing department of a company that produces different kinds of breakfast cereal. Let us also assume that this company has developed a new product, a new kind of breakfast cereal. Now, since you are an employee in the marketing department, you are given the task of creating a product presentation during the launch of this product. So what will you do? You will sit with your team in the marketing department, or you will sit with your colleagues or co-workers in the marketing department, and you will determine the key message that you want to be associated with this new product, which simply means what is the main idea that you want the customer to associate with this product. So after brainstorming with your manager, with your supervisor, with your project leader, with the other members in your team, let us say that this is the key message that your team comes up with. And the key message that your team wants to be associated with this new breakfast cereal is support customers' health goals without compromising on taste. So you want customers to feel that this new breakfast cereal is a better option health-wise, and at the same time it also has a pleasant taste. So let us say that this is the key message that your company is going for. So if you have determined that the key message will focus on health and taste, your presentation will most likely include information related to aspects of this new product, like it is fortified with essential vitamins and minerals, it is gluten-free, the ingredients used in producing this particular product is rich in natural fiber and omega-3 fatty acids. You may also refer to the fact that it is a multi-grain breakfast cereal. It helps in boosting immunity and it is free from artificial sweeteners. If you remember, taste was another aspect of the key message. The key message said something about the product not compromising on taste. Therefore, taste is another aspect that you will have to refer to in your presentation. You can do this by using words like crunchy, crisp, creamy, scrumptious, delicious, tangy sweetness, melt in your mouth, interesting flavor profile, etc. So did you see what happened? Because your team or your company or you had already determined the key message beforehand, before actually creating the presentation, you already know what to focus on. You already know that you have to focus on, find and include information in your presentation about health and taste. So this was the key message that your marketing team came up with, and the key message is support the customer's health goals without compromising on taste. Because your marketing team or your co-workers and you were able to predetermine this key message, something happened. Okay, and what happened was this. You were able to create your presentation in such a way that majority of your presentation slides would deal with potential health benefits and pleasant taste of this new product. Because of this, because you had already determined the key message, you would not have to fumble around, you would not have to lose your way while creating a presentation. You specifically knew that you had to look for information regarding health and regarding taste, and you had to focus on and emphasize this information about health and about taste in your presentation. So this is why presenters need key messages. Presenters need key messages because the key message or the key idea lets the presenter know what information should be stressed on, what information should be included, and what information should be emphasized in a presentation. Second, it also lets the presenter know what other information should either be left out completely or should only be touched upon briefly if time permits. Let us look at some questions that can help presenters narrow down the key message or the key idea. Later on, this key message or key idea can act as a foundation on which the presenters can create or build up the rest of their presentation. Questions like these can help a presenter arrive at the key message, which can be used as the foundation to build up the presentation. So questions include: what is the purpose or objective of my presentation? What is the main idea I want to communicate through this presentation? And what do I want the audience to do once the presentation is over? Here are some tips that can come in handy for developing and delivering the key message. The first thing that you have to do when you are trying to arrive at a key message or a key idea is to determine the purpose of the presentation. Ask yourself this: why am I doing the presentation? What is my objective here? If the objective is to sell a product, ask yourself, what is the one thing that I can say that can make my customer base go out and actually purchase the product? What is that one idea that I can focus on that will actually make a potential customer invest money to purchase the product? That one thing that you can say, that one idea that you can focus on, that is going to encourage that customer, that one thing is your key idea or your key message. The next thing after determining the key message is to actually convey the key message. So to do this, Make sure to pick suitable content. Pick only those points, only those images and videos that reinforce the key message. Try to leave out and delete everything else that is not directly connected to the key message. Let us go back to that example of the new breakfast cereal where the marketing team had decided that the key message would focus on supporting customers' health goals and also not compromising on taste. And if you were in charge of creating a presentation around this key message or of delivering a presentation around this key message, this is something that you would do or you would have to keep in mind. So you might be aware that your company offers paid paternity leave, which is an excellent practice. You might also know that this new product costs significantly more than other similar products in the market. You might also be aware that your company follows sustainable manufacturing processes, but what is it that you will have to do? Okay, what you have to do is keep the key message in mind. Did the key message say anything about paternity leave? No, it did not. Did the key message refer to the cost of the product? No, it did not refer to the financial aspect of the product. Did the key message mention anything about sustainable manufacturing? No, it did not. So what will you do? If you are a good presenter, what you would do is try to delete, try to erase out information from your presentation that does not directly reinforce the key message, that does not directly support the key message. So you would try to get rid of information about paternity leave, information about cost, and information about sustainable manufacturing processes. All of this is important information, yes, but it has no place in the current presentation because it does not support the key message in any way. The third thing you have to do to deliver or convey the key message or the key idea properly to the audience is to respect the audience's attention span. Do not bombard your audience with every bit of information you can find. Please cut out information that is not directly relevant to the key message because there is a limit to how much the audience can remember. Limit the number of key messages. The best thing is to have one key message per presentation. But if just one key message is not possible, try to limit key messages to 5 or less than 5 main messages or 5 main ideas per presentation. Always keep the audience in mind when you are trying to convey the key message of your presentation. Sometimes you have the same key message, but you may have to deliver that key message, you may have to convey that key message to multiple target audiences, in which case you may have to change the structure of your presentation a little bit because individual audiences may have to be targeted differently if you want them to understand and digest the key message. Next, add credibility to the key message. You can add credibility to the key message by quoting facts and statistics, by including validation from experts, by citing personal success stories, and sometimes even visuals can be effective. Finally, get the key message approved before the day of the presentation. If you have a supervisor, a manager, a boss who is in charge or who is overseeing the whole presentation, talk to him or her and get a go ahead from this person wherever necessary. So we have briefly looked at the concept of the key message in a presentation. For more information on this topic, you can visit the link that is displayed here. The link is also available in the description box. If the information was helpful, you can leave a like on this video. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Thank you.